I know you're somewhere, somewhere. I'm trapped in.
Hey everyone. Oops. Let me put my earphones in. I want you guys to hear me. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to the Lion's Den. So I'm on a roll right now. So I'm like, I did Blackpink. Let me head into doing Twice. So Twice has a lot going on. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. But before I get started, make sure you leave a comment, suggestion any other group that you want me to do a career reading on for the next 2 months. Just, leave a comment. A like would be nice. Subscribing and hitting that notification bell would be nice. But let's get right into it. So starting off with the Oracle decks. This is my Sisoli Oracle deck, and they got number 22 for the overall energy in the upcoming 2 months of March and April. And this is kind of talking about, this is almost similar to the Six of Pentacles, but this is kind of talking about having an abundance and giving that and sharing that. And it's just kind of talking about what I'm actually feeling from this is more so, let me put it so you guys can see it, is more so having and giving and giving and giving, because for whatever reason, no matter how much you give, no one is really satisfied. Okay. So we're going to move on to the next, which is my Dark Mirror Tarot. And I have Alone in the World. Hope it can focus. Well, it did not. And then we also have Naked Before the Stars. Okay. So these two cards here are kind of talking about how they feel like their voices are unheard. It's just like no matter how much we, again, it's kind of like no matter how much we try to give or pretend that we're okay. Alone in the World is talking about nothing is ever really, like, no one notices that we're not. No one notices that we're not okay. No one notices that we're crying for attention. And you can see sort of all the cloths and everything is just kind of splayed out on the just spread out on the floor and everything. There's sort of almost like destruction, what looks like, destruction around her, like almost like she discarded her clothes, she's thrown everything, she's pulled curtains down, and that's what it kind of looks like. But it seems like once it's like nobody's there, nobody's come to see what was the matter, and she's just sitting there alone by herself. And it's also like Naked to the Stars, which Before the Stars, which kind of is quite similar to this card. um but it's almost like feeling as if you are selling yourself to the world. And Naked Before the Stars, it's more like almost like the naked stars. It's like they're feeling like they have to bear themselves to the world as celebrities. And there's no place for them to hide, and there's no place for them to rest. And when they're struggling, no one wants to see it, because they only want to see the good sides. They only want to see what pleases them. So this is kind of the mental state overall of the group, and kind of how they're feeling now. And this is going to carry on within the next 2 months as well. So moving on to the third and last oracle card that I pulled, it is basically called Listen Only to Love. This is from my Archangel Gabriel oracle cards. And basically, this is advice, kind of. This is an advice card. It says, don't allow fear to distract you from your divine mission. But what I'm getting from it is more so they really are going to have to rely only on themselves, and the people who are around them, who know what they're going through and who know what they're suffering through. That's who they're going to really have to pay attention to in order to get themselves through these hard times. So let's go ahead and get into their tarot. So let's go into their full forecast. Okay. And make sure these are all visible. Okay. So these are the tarot cards that I got for them. And it's definitely, it's not the greatest, but it's not bad. Business wise, it's kind of like they're going to be getting praised for something within the next 2 months. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if they're gonna drop a music video and it's just gonna be good, but it's they're gonna get a lot of praise for something coming up. But still, in turn, you see the ten of wands here. That's kind of talking about them being overwhelmed, overburdened. They're tired. They're worn out. They're carrying too much on their back. They have too much on their plate. The Ace of Wands in reverse is kind of talking about just almost like the imagine a candle and a light at the top of it, right? And it is just the light is kind of flickering and you know it's about to go out. That's kind of how they feel. That's what's going on with them. The Queen of Cups in reverse is talking about an overwhelming amount of emotions. Like they are very, very upset. They're very emotional. They're very, let me turn it so you guys can see it properly. Okay. This is how it would look. Okay. So it's you right now we're here and we're talking about with the Queen of Cups in reverse. It's going to be a very emotional outcry that they're going to have. And the Ace of Swords is also here talking about they're going with them being very emotional and going through this time, they're going to speak up and say something. They're going to actually literally cry out and tell the world or their company that they're tired. And this Four of Swords is talking about extreme exhaustion and just depletion of energy. And they're just so tired. That's what I'm getting. They're just so tired. They're worn out. They don't know how this is going to work. They just want to stop. They just want to take a break. And I see the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So it's kind of talking about, like, I don't know if they're actually going to be after this outcry, if they may get a break, but I'm seeing like they're not going to be making money or something about maybe allowances taken. I don't know if this is going to be a punishment of some sort that has to do with finances. Um, but it's something of that sort that will be coming up. And the Hierophant is also talking about kind of strict rules and kind of having to obey those and abide by those, whether you want to or not. And that's kind of what I'm getting. It's kind of like after this outcry, there's possibly going to be some sort of punishment within the company, something that we probably won't know of, because they're not following the rules or they're not following the contract, or they're not doing what they're supposed to, and it may be costing the company money. That's what I'm kind of getting here. So it's nothing really good. There's no actual ending to what is going to be going on within the next 2 months. I would just have to do another reading in the next 2 months to see where it goes. But it's definitely they're overworked, overwhelmed, extremely tired, exhausted. Actually, they're very, very emotional at this point and very emotionally fragile. They're definitely at risk to saying a lot of things that may get them in trouble with their company or get them scrutinized um, with the public. You know, just not. They need a break. Basically, long story short, they need a break, and it doesn't look like it's something that they may not they may not get it. They may not get it anytime soon. But that's all I have, guys. Let me know if you want another reading for twice within the next 2 months. Let me know what other types of readings you may want in general. Let me know if you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And remember, you can always contact me for a personal reading. My email will be in the description. And until next time, bye, guys. Oh, and follow me on Twitter. Bye.